Okay, let's do some afternoon yoga. Let's do some afternoon meditation. Here we go. So we have hands placed on top of the knees. I'm going to take a big breath in, and it's going to be very slow as well. And really going to take a time with that breath, and we're going to be kind of thinking of the breath as a full cycle, participating in a full cycle, a full metabolic cycle of oxygen energy. So we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to pause for a moment and notice some of the properties of the states of consciousness. We're going to hold that for a minute. For I'll just when we're holding it, we're just paying attention to how the body is communicating with us. And we're going to do that through focusing on the breath. And then we're going to do a very smooth transition to the exhaust cycle of the cycle of breath. So let's do this. And within this practice, you are going to lower your heart rate. You are going to be able to distinguish properties of the state of consciousness that you are experiencing. And eventually, that's going to lead to converse, noticeable converse within the self. And a lot of your journey starts to pick up in that area. As you learn to have better converse with the self. Okay, so let's get into this practice. Big inhale. Pause. Very slow, smooth exhale. Big. Pause. Smooth exhale. Big inhale. Pause. Slow exhale. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Pause. Slow, smooth exhale. Big. 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 Pause. Slow, smooth exhale. Big inhale. Slow, smooth exhale. Big. Pause. Slow, smooth exhale. Big inhale. Pause. Slow, smooth exhale. Big inhale. Pause. And a slow, smooth exhale. Big inhale. if you did that, maybe you'll say, that was a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Well, good. You know, you did it. You did the exercise. You did the practice. It was maybe more difficult than you thought it was going to be, but you kept up and you did it. Good for you. That's an accomplishment. You should, that should elicit something in you along the lines of a step towards success, a step in the right direction, a, a step towards the idea of your pathway and you finding yourself. Okay, so, some of the things that I think that we could have converse about after the practice of meditation is the procession of meditation and more or less what we just did um, for not that long. But no, nonetheless, that was a little experience of the idea of mindfulness. You slip the body physiologically into a state of consciousness which is a little bit altered by the whole procession not going as fast. And it ends up, or you end up with a perspective about the whole thing where you have this idea that it is distinguishable, that it is noticeable, that there are ideas leading it within the pathway leading to the idea that meditation is, or yoga is, the stilling of the fluctuations of your mind. You're on that type of journey. And so when you slow down the